Do you want to register for the company secretary course, or do you know somebody who is interested in this company secretary course? Lot of students have been asking us, how do we join this course? What are the different stages of the course? And most importantly, how much is this course going to cost? What are the subjects we have? And all other things relating to registration of the course. In this video, I will be telling you all the steps right from after class 12, or even if you're after degree like BCom or BBA, how and when you can take the company secretary course. I am company secretary Alok. I am practicing as a company secretary and I'm a faculty here at Ekcel. I have been associated with company secretary course for almost 20 years, right from my days as a student and later in my work, and now teaching students who want to become company secretaries. So in this video, we will be covering each and every aspect. Make sure you watch it till the end. Anyone who is new to this course will particularly find this useful because I will be telling you all the steps required from the day one till the day you get your graduation as a company secretary and become a member of institute and go get a job as a company secretary. Yes, first things first, I'm calling this as the roadmap because from today till the day you become, you need to know every single step. So broadly speaking, there are 3 stages or 3 steps, 3 levels in the company secretary course. The first one is called as the entrance test, CSEET. And in CSEET, what you should understand here very carefully is that you can start this provisional registration after class 10, but you can write the exam after class 12. So class 12 is the minimum eligibility. The second stage we call as the executive program. This is stage number 2, and usually for executive program there are 2 entry routes. That means you can come directly after your degree, after BCom or BBA or even any other degree. Even after a science degree you can enter this program. After an arts degree you can enter this program. After LLB you can enter this program, right, directly to CS executive program. This is the second level. But if you want to start at a very early age, after 10th, after 12th, then you have to take the CS entrance test, CSEET, which is the entrance test. Then we come to the third stage, and the only way to enter the third stage is to pass the CS executive program. Once you pass this, you enter the CS professional program, which is the third stage and the final stage before you become a company secretary. Now, like I told you, there are 2 different routes. Yes, and the first route is what we call as the entrance test or CS entrance test route. In the CS entrance test routes, whoever wants to do this can do it after 10+2 or anything which is equal to 10+2 examination from the recognized board or institution. So ICSI should recognize it. CBSE, State Board, ICSE, IGCSE, so many boards are there. No, it should be a recognized board and you can directly enter over here. So when you enter in the CSEET route, so as you can see here, step 1, step 2, step 3, all these 3 steps are there. What is that? Step 1, entrance test. Step 2 is executive program, and step 3 is the CS professional program. So this is what you do in the CSEET route. Now what if you are somebody who was already in final year degree or completed degree, or you're already working? If you want to do company secretary course, yes, you can take CSET, but you don't have to. You can skip that. You can skip that and directly you can go to the direct entry route. Direct entry route. And direct entry route is basically you enter directly for executive program. But if there is a very big if the person is a graduate or postgraduate in any discipline except fine arts. Fine arts means singing, dancing, painting. That degree is not recognized to enter executive program. If you have done singing, dancing or any of those kind of courses, you can again go back to CS entrance test. Means you should have passed 10+2. Based on that you can go for this and then come back for executive. Alright. So here, as I am telling you, in the direct entry route, see here we have put a red mark. It is a cross mark. So you don't have entrance test when you come to the direct entry route. You have only step 2, step 3. So it in simple, if you have somebody who is after 12th standard, or you're in 12th standard, you're in 11th standard, you have to think of the CSEET route. There is no other way. But if you are in final year degree, or if you are already completed degree or completed masters in any discipline, it could be arts, it could be commerce, it could be science. I have had students who have completed BSc, Bachelor of Science, and then they have come for company secretary course. It is allowed, but only thing what is not allowed is fine arts. So if you have done fine arts, you should go back to the direct route, as I have already told you. So first let us talk about the step number 1, which is the CSEET. So CSEET, or the entrance test, this has made it very easy for anyone to enter. First thing you should understand it, why did they make this so easy? See, in India every year at least 2 lakh new companies, 200,000 new companies are being registered, right? And in India we have only, as per ICSI records, around 75 to 80,000 members, but in reality it is less than 50,000 members. The active members is less than 50,000. But India has 2 lakh new companies every year, and overall around 15 lakh companies, 15 lakh companies. And the estimate is that very soon India will have more than 50 lakh or 60 lakh companies. Who has to take care of all these companies? We need company secretaries. And that is the reason why we have made CSEET very easy. So the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, this is the body which all of you should know, ICSI. In entire India, you have only one body, which is the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. It is a government body, statutory body under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. So it is not like a college where you have 1,000 colleges. There is only one body, and this is a distance learning education. You don't have a concept of a college. Yes, you can join a coaching center. You can join classes, correct? Even we at Ekcel Academy give classes, but we are not a college. So this is a distance learning program where you can do self-study or you can go to a coaching class. Even ICSI themselves also give coaching. So you can go for ICSI coaching, you can study on your own, or you can go to a private coaching, and we are one of them who are giving the coaching, right? CSEET, 12th pass or appearing. So that means if you are in February, March, like that, you are appearing for 12th standard. You have not yet written, but you have got your hall ticket. That is also good for you to register for this course. Then you have 10th pass for provisional. After 10th standard, can I take CS? You can register provisionally. You can't write exam. You can take the study material and you can start preparing if you like, but you cannot, definitely you cannot write the exam after 10th, because minimum you should have completed 12th standard. Whatever, in every state, if it's state board, they have, they call it higher secondary, they call it pre-university, there are different names, but basically after 10th standard 2 more years you should have studied, completed that, and then you can write. Even if you have hall ticket of 12th standard, you can register based on the hall ticket, and obviously you should get your result, and you will get the result, you will pass, you should pass your 12th, then you can also write the CSEET exam. So what are the subjects which we have in CSEET or the entrance test? So now I have told you in general, correct? There are 3 steps. You have understood that. And please ensure you forward this video for anyone who is new, because a lot of people asked us that there is no proper video about how to join CS course, what are the subjects. So that is why we are making this video. Please share it with people. It will really help them to get the clarity. So CSEET syllabus, the entrance test, we broadly have 4 parts. The part 1 is called as the business communication. So in simple is nothing but English. So they'll be testing English over here. Business communication, which is for 50 marks. Don't worry, this entire CSEET is an online exam which you can write from your house. not in a mobile phone, but you need a laptop. You can, if you don't have a laptop, you can go to a cyber center where they have a computer. You can rent it for the duration of the exam. So maybe 50-100 rupees you pay and you write the exam. And the entire exam is multiple choice, no negative marking. So it's not very hard. The pass percentage is very high here. This is the first and most important exam which you have to clear. Part 2, we have legal aptitude, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude. Totally it was 70 marks. So it is the basics of business laws and the law subjects. Logical reasoning. Remember, as a company secretary, you should have analytical skills, logical thinking skills, linguistic or communication skills you need as a company secretary, right? So that is why legal aptitude, logical reasoning, and quantitative aptitude. Quantitative aptitude is basic math, business math. Don't think you'll have some calculus, nothing. It's very, very simple. It is not at all required for you to be good at math over here. Then we have economics and business environment, the economic and business environment of our country. This many things you would have actually studied in 11th and 12th. It is like a repetition for you. This will also be easy, 50 marks. Finally, current affairs is for 30 marks. So as you can see, the whole syllabus here will be coming for 200 marks. 50 plus 70 plus 50 plus 30. So in 200 marks, you have 200 marks. That means multiple choice questions will be there. You have to score 100 marks. You have to score 100 marks. And it is not difficult because there is no negative marking. You can attempt all the questions. Even if you don't know, you can actually attempt because there is no negative marking. Right. In CSEET, how do you register? Please understand this. The first step is go to the ICSI official website, which is icsi.edu. That is the website. You can go on your mobile, you can go on your laptop, but when you actually register, it is better on a laptop. It is more easy. That is the reason. Create an account and log in. So you can create an account just like you create Instagram account, Gmail account, or whatever, Facebook account. Fill out the online application form. So there'll be application form. Please fill it in detail, and most of them are basic details of you. Where did you study? What's your name? All these kind of general details. And upload the documents. I'll tell you what documents are there. Please wait. Pay the registration fees, right? And submission of the receipt you will get in form of a SMS and also email. So you'll get a proof that you have applied. You have applied to the CS entrance test. So these are the documents, photograph of the candidate. So all these are soft copy. There is no physical copy. You don't have to go to any office and give it, nothing. Everything is online, which is very, very easy and very, very good. So photograph of the candidate, signature. Signature also you should have signed, and you should take a picture of that so that it is authentic, that it is you yourself who is applying. Date of birth certificate, and for that you need a 10th pass. So 10th standard marks card will have your date of birth, which is a very, very important document. Admit card of 10+2 if you are appearing. We have had a student who had not even written 12th standard exam, had got the hall ticket, but wanted to write CSEET. So such students should give the admit card, hall ticket, because marks card would not have yet come. Or even if exam is over, marks card may take 2-3 months. So in that time you can register for the CSEET exam by the admit card of 12th standard. And eventually you must give your 10+2 pass certificate, or marks card has to be given eventually. And if you are availing fee concession, there are some fee concession because it's a government institution. So based on which category you belong, you should have that category certificate. You produce it, you'll even get a fee concession. For general merit students, there is no concession, right? Okay. Identity proof. Aadhaar card, passport, voter ID, PAN card, driving license, any one. You don't need all of them. Any one document you need to have. I'm sure you will have these documents, but I'm just telling you because I repeat, many students wanted one video which has all the details, so please save it. So registration and exam fees for CSEET, what do we do? So for CSET registration, it is 2000 per appearance. And according to me, you have to appear only once because the exam is so easy, you'll definitely pass. The CS entrance test is very easy. So 2000 rupees, and this includes the study guides. They give you a study guide, something like a material, and it is 2000 rupees for that. And optional CSET classes fees, sometimes the chapter, depending on the physical chapter office, they may have classes. For that, if you want, you can do this, or you can even go online. There is a free coaching many people give. In fact, at Ekcel Academy, we have entire CSET coaching which is free. Entire CSET coaching which is free. You just have to get in touch with us. You can contact us on our WhatsApp number and we'll be very, very happy to give it to you. It is completely free. It is already on our YouTube channel. You can even search it yourself. The 100% syllabus is free. You can check that. Okay, great. Now we come to the exam details. Like I told you, you have 200 marks. To pass, you need to score 100, right? And the most important thing is it is completely multiple choice. There is no exam center. In your house you can take, in your friend's house you can take, but you should not copy. You will be watched. There will be proctoring, remote proctoring will be there. No negative marking, no negative marking. So attempt all the questions even if you don't know, because anyway you will not lose the marks, correct? And it is a remote proctored mode. So you can't copy. Video camera should be on in your laptop. The camera should be on, and if you see that side, this side and all, they will actually cancel your attempt. They'll tell you to write again next time. So you have to be very, very serious. It is remote proctored. You cannot copy. Somebody else cannot be in the room. All that, very, very strict. So duration is 2 hours for all the 4 parts. Say, what sir, only 120 minutes. It is a 200 marks paper. Remember, it is MCQ. So many students, at least I have seen so many of my students, they don't need 2 hours. They said, sir, we finished in 1 hour. Sir, we finished in 1.5 hours. So you actually don't need so much time, but you have 2 hours. It is more than enough time for all 4 subjects together. Don't get confused. Some student will think 2 hours for every paper, so I'll get 8 hours. No. For all the 4 subjects which I showed you, it is 1 question paper, 4 parts are there. You have only 2 hours in total, right? Very, very important for you to understand. So when are the exams conducted? Okay, fine, very good. We all got to know all this, but when are the exams conducted? So exams are conducted 4 times in 1 year. You have to write only once, correct? You have to write only once. So you have an option: January, May, July, November. So many students which I have seen, they write in May. Why? They finish their 12th standard exam in maybe February, March, whatever. Then their results come later in May or June. So with the hall ticket, they register and they write the exam in May. Immediately they pass. You get the results within 1 week. CSEET, we should really salute ICSI. Within 1 week, they give you results. And you can register for CS Executive and start preparing for that immediately. And the same year, if you're written in May, in December of that year, you can write CS Executive. Of course, you need to prepare. You have to study lots, but you can write. That is the important thing. Exam dates will be informed by ICSI on a timely basis by notifications. But one thing is for sure, it happens January, May, July, November every year 4 times. So you can take any of this, and if you are very unlucky and if you fail, which I really doubt, in the next you can write. Okay, that is what you need to understand. Now that you have passed, let us say you pass CS Executive Entrance Test, CSEET, you have passed. Now you come to the second stage, which is our CS Executive program. Like I told you, how many routes are there to come here? There are 2 routes, and the first and simple route is what? Anybody who has passed CS entrance test, CSET, you pass and you enter executive. That is your eligibility. Then if you are a person who has passed BCom or BA or BSc, correct? Bachelor of Hotel Management, one student had come, but that is also a degree, correct? So graduate or postgraduate, somebody has done MBA or MCom or MSc. One girl had come, MSc, she wants to do company secretary. So you can do it. So you can do anything with 50% pass. So in whatever you have passed, you should have got 50% pass, excluding fine arts, can directly register for the executive without taking CSET. Now some students say, sir, actually I didn't even get 50%. Can I? So that means I can't take CS course. You can take. What should you do? You should go back to not executive. You should go back to CS entrance test. Pass that. Then you come. Why? You can come here over here because don't think like there could be something like I had a student who was very bad in science, but parents forced him to go to science. So he got some 47%. He did not get 50%. So he went back, wrote CS entrance test, CSEET, passed it, and because he passed CSEET, he came. So even if he did not get 50% in graduation, through CSEET he has come for company secretary course, and that is the eligibility which you need to understand. So talking about CS executive program, same thing over here. Visit the official website icsi.edu. This is the government website of ICSI. It's not very user friendly, but if you look properly, you will get. Please use a laptop. Please use a desktop or something. Mobile, it's not very friendly. Log on to the student portal. Fill out the application form as usual. Upload the documents. Again, I'll tell you the documents. Pay the necessary registration fees. Here, fees is much higher. And submission of the receipt you'll get by email or SMS. Email or SMS. This is what you should understand. So what are the documents? Same, photo, signature, 10th pass certificate for date of birth proof, for your age proof, and qualification. If you have passed CSEET, CSEET pass certificate is enough. But if you come through degree, your degree certificate is necessary. And identity proof, anyone. Because once one student said, sir, I read the rules. I don't have a passport. You don't need passport. Why do you need? You have Aadhaar or passport or voter or PAN card or DL or ration card. Any one you need. I'm sure you'll have one identity proof that you're an Indian person. So registration and examination fees. Students who cleared CSEET, you have to pay 17,000. 17,000 along with your books. You get books. You get the registration. This registration is the only way where you can prepare and write the exam. And then if you come directly, that means without passing CSEET, you have extra 5,000, 22,000 you have to pay. So if you say want to save money, go write CSEET because it is only 2,000 rupees, correct? So write CSEET, then come here, pay 17,000, you will actually save on 3,000. Really, it is also possible. And here I want to really make a point for you guys. Company secretary course is the most affordable professional qualification, which is great. We have to really thank Government of India, ICSI to make it affordable. Anybody can study this. Today, higher education is so expensive. In any education is expensive. Even for a school, nursery, kindergarten, LKG, UKG, fees is 1 lakh, 2 lakh per year in a big city, right? And if you're doing BCom, I have seen in bigger cities, BCom is costing in some colleges 2 lakh, 3 lakh for the entire BCom course, which is 3 years. Crazy. And if I talk about architecture, MBBS, LLB, that is lawyer, these are all professional courses. They all cost lakhs. Of course, doctor will cost you in crores. So many people can't even take this. But company secretary gives you that professional qualification, gives you the long-term career benefits. You can grow, sky is the limit about how much you can grow as a company secretary. You can work in a company, you can have your own practice, you can work in a listed company, and with India growing, the opportunities will increase. And what is the best part? You don't have to be rich. Your parents don't have to be rich. You don't have to take a bank loan, because I'm sure arranging this much money is not so difficult. But remember, this is without coaching. This is for self-study. If you want coaching, you have to go for the coaching. Even the coaching is not much. Coaching is also not much. So even coaching centers, they charge in thousands. It is not in lakhs and crores, correct? So entire company secretary course, if you see, you will not be spending much. We'll calculate how much you'll actually be spending, right? Now we'll come to the executive program. What are the subjects which we have? So if you look at the syllabus, we have group 1 and group 2. So there are totally 7 subjects. You can write all 7 together, or you can tell, see, exam is twice a year. In June I will write 4 subjects and I'm going to pass, and then in December I'm going to write 3 subjects and I'm going to pass. Of course, if you don't pass, you can write again, that is not a problem, but you can split it. Or some people, no sir, 1 year I'm going to study, I will write all the 7 subjects together and I'm going to pass. That is also good. So it depends on how much time you have. Yeah, end of the day, it's about how much time you have. So we have the first subjects, jurisprudence, interpretation, general laws. It talks about all the general laws which we have, Constitution of India, we have administrative law, we have evidence, correct, criminal laws, company law and practice, which is your core subject, most important subject in your executive program. It is very, very deep. We study Companies Act 2013 and I love to teach this subject. Setting up a business, industrial and labor laws. This is the third subject. As the name goes, how do you set up a business? What are the legal procedures? Legal procedures. We are not studying too much about finance here. Setting up a business in terms of the legal procedure, the compliance procedures, the statutory registrations, the labor laws. What are all the labor laws required over here, right? Corporate accounting and financial management. This is a practical subject. You also have theory here. We have corporate accounting and financial management. There are 2 subjects combined into one. So these are all law subjects or theory based subject, and this is a theory come practical subject. So this is group 1. Now we have group 2. Many students, they don't want too much tension, so they write one group. After they pass, then they go to the second group, which you can also do. Capital market and security laws. So this talks about how a company is listed, what are the listing obligations, and how the company will raise capital in the stock market, the SEBI regulations, all this you will study over here. Then IPO and all those things. Economic, commercial and intellectual property laws is the next subject. I am not going deep about each subject. We can make a different video for that. Please let me know in the comments if you need that. But I'm just giving you an idea. Then you have the tax laws and practice. Again, this is a problem based subject and you have theory also. So overall, if you see in the 7 subjects, 5 are purely law or theory based subjects, law subjects. The other 2, tax is also law, but you have some problems. End of the day, tax is a law subject, tax laws, the name goes, tax laws and practice. In that you have GST also, direct tax and indirect tax GST, all right? Yes, and you have also corporate accounting. Why do you have accounting? End of the day, company secretary has to sign the balance sheet. Company secretary has to file the balance sheet. You need to know how to read a balance sheet. Sir, but chartered accountant will make the balance sheet, they will drop the balance sheet. Yeah, they will do it. You don't have to do that, but you should know how to read it, analyze it, understand it and report it. That is why we study this subject. It is not as hard as you think. Exam eligibility. So if you have to go write CS executive exam, what should you do? You have some eligibility here. Training. So you have 1-day orientation program which is there, but now please, if you have registered 1st February onwards, you have a 3-day orientation for registration. Yes. So if you are a student who already registered, no problem, 1-day orientation program. But now you are going to get into a 3 days. So in the 3 days, everything about company secretary course will be told to you, and only then you can have the eligibility to go. Then you have a pre-exam test. So this is the online test. It is pretty simple, just to ensure that you have some preparation. It is online test, there is no negative marking and all. It just basically, I think in some subjects you do have negative marking, but end of the day everybody passes it. It's not a big headache, so don't worry about it. You have 99 attempts, not 1 attempt, 99 attempts you can write. I'm sure you will finish in 1 or 2 attempts. You are going to definitely finish. You are not going to take 99 online. Next, the exam fees is 1500 per group. So that means if you are writing, for example, only group 1, you must pay 1500. Group 2 means 1500. If you are writing both, 3000 is your exam fees. Exam fees is your 3000 rupees. All right. So far, if we see, let us say you took 2,000 rupees you registered for CSEET. Then you registered for CS Executive, paid 17,000. Then 3,000 rupees you have paid for the exam fees. See, even for this 1 day orientation, 3 day, you'll have some fees, small fees, 500,000 like that. It will be there. That keeps changing. So I'm not telling the exact number, but these things are pretty much fixed. So far, how much have you spent? 22,000. That's all. Yeah. Today you don't even get admission for a 3-year-old child in a play school. Really, the fees are so high. Education is so costly for even a primary school, not even primary, 3 years old play school. And you are getting a huge professional qualification like company secretary. You should never forget this. Imagine a friend spending 25 lakhs on an MBA and not even getting a job, right? Or an architect spending 40-50 lakhs to become an architect. Doctor spending 1 crore to become a doctor. Lawyer spending at least 10 lakhs to become a lawyer. And as a company secretary, you're not even spending 1 lakh. So far, we are an executive, you have spent only 22,000. No, sir, I'll go for coaching. Okay, let us say you are paying coaching fees 20-30,000, 50,000 so far. Correct? But if you do self-study, it is difficult. I'm not saying you should do self-study, but just for the calculation, it is that. Even with coaching, maximum 50,000. Go ask any coaching center. That is the fees. It's not much, right? All right. So now that is what the thing. Then exam date, 100 marks for every subject. Every subject has 100 marks. And very importantly, you need to score 40 marks in a subject and 50% aggregate. What does this mean? This is where everyone gets confused. This is where everybody gets confused. So let us look at it. So let us say you have subject 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So every subject you should get minimum 40. But in total you should get 50% of all the 4. That is what we call aggregate. So minimum 40 in every subject. So I got 40. So here I must get 60 and 60 marks. So 40 marks, 60 marks, 60 marks. Correct? Then my total will come to what? 200 marks. Correct? So 200 out of 400 marks is 50%. So my aggregate has to be 50%. Minimum 40. Now suppose, sir, in this subject I got 35, but in this subject I got 65. You are not pass. You are not pass. Why? Overall, you have got 50%, but you have not got minimum 40 in every subject. But there is another condition. If you get 60 above in any subject, that is called exemption. You don't have to write. So suppose you get 35 here, then 40 here, then 60 here, then 65 here. These 2 subjects you don't have to write again, but in the next attempt exam you have to go write these 2 subjects and again get 50% aggregate. These 2 together you have to score 100 marks. Yes, these are all the ways ICSI will filter you. They should have some way to filter students. So this is the rule. You may not agree with it, but that is the rule. Manner of examination: written, descriptive paper, handwritten. There is no online exam here like CS entrance test. CS entrance test, it is online from your home. Here it is descriptive. So there is an exam center. There are I think about 70-80 exam centers across India, or more than that. Maybe now it's more than 100 centers. So in many cities it is there. So go to, if you're already in a big city, no problem. But if you're in a smaller town, whatever is the closest exam center, you have to go there and write the exam. Mode of examination: physical examination center. You have to go. ICSI conducts these exams. 3 hours exam is there plus 15 minutes reading time. So that means when the exam starts, they'll not give you the answer paper. They'll give you question paper. 15 minutes you can read the question paper. After that they give you answer paper. Then you start writing. Why they give you 15 minutes for reading time? For you to think, for you to analyze. There'll be some case law questions. Some questions are very long. So to understand that, they're giving you time to read and plan your answers, which you can do. So executive program, the exam dates, like I told you, every year these dates are fixed. June first week every year, and December 3rd week every single year. So usually June 1st and December 21st is the exam date fixed. From more than 40 years they are doing it. So it is very, very clear. There is no doubt at all. Exam results. Exam results are also fixed 25th August, 25th February. So if you write in June, you get results 25th August. If you write in December, you get results 25th February. So simple and so clear, which is not there in any other body. We should appreciate Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Even CA Institute doesn't have this kind of discipline, right? CS professional program. You passed executive, very good. You've done a great job. I feel executive is more challenging than professional. It's my personal opinion. But once you finish it, the next thing you come is the eligibility for professional, your final exam. So there is only one way to enter this. There is one way, that is passing CS executive. That's all. Simple. So let us say 100 students have written CS entrance test and let us say 80 of them have passed that. In this 80, usually 20%, let's say 15 to 20 people will pass and they will come to the CS professional program. So why do the others fail? The main reason is they don't study. They don't give time, because I have been teaching from 2011 and I have seen, this is my main observation. Students don't give time and that is why they don't get results. That's all. So if you put in the time, you will definitely pass. That is what I tell. So what is the registration fees? For the 19,000 rupees plus pre-exam test is 1,000. So total 20,000 rupees. So if you count, we had counted how much? 20. If you do self-study till executive, it was 22,000 rupees. Correct? 22,000 rupees plus 20, 42,000. Okay. You add another 50,000 for coaching, 60,000. It is still below 1 lakh. It is still below 1 lakh. In 3 to 4 years, not one day, tomorrow you don't have to give 1 lakh. In 3 to 4 years time, this course takes minimum 3 to 4 years. Sometimes it may take even 5 years. That is why I always tell, if anybody asks how many years is CS course, I tell 3 to 5, because depending on how much time you have, are you a full-time student, are you working, are you going to college and studying? So 3 to 5 years is the general trend of how much time you take to finish this course, right? So you can finish this whole course in under 1 lakh rupees, which is amazing. That too, I'm telling, with coaching. If you tell, no sir, I'll do my self-study, I'm very, very good, you can do it within 70, 80, 60,000 max, right? All right. So what are the subjects here you have? We don't go into the details, but just to give you an idea: environment, social governance. So this is a governance subject, drafting, compliance management, and you have an elective paper. These elective papers are open book exam, right? You'll have a choice of few subjects and you can select. Then strategic management, corporate restructuring, again you have an elective paper. So you can select which you want. You can elect that paper and write. So you have like labor law, you have CSR, you have taxation, you have artificial intelligence is one of the elective. If you want, you can take it, right? So these are the options which you have. So exam eligibility, again you have a pre-exam, which is easy, everyone passes. And here you have to write you have to give 1,800 rupees for the final exam fees. Exam fees is 1,800 rupees. 1,800, that's all. So 2 groups are there, 7 subjects here also. So that is 3,600 rupees. That is the fees for the correction. So if you see CSEET, you have 4 subjects, executive 7, and again finally we have 7. Totally 18 subjects. If you pass, you can become a company secretary. But the best part is we also have practical training. I'll come to that. This is same, 40 marks in every subject, 50% aggregate. I will not repeat this. Same, you have 15 minutes reading time. It is a written exam. It is the same like executive. It is the same like your college exam. Everything is same, nothing different. Okay. Even here, same, June and December, and results is same. So the same dates you have executive and professional exam, same dates. They will be sitting in a different room. You will be sitting in a different room and you will write. This is fairly simple. Now comes the best part about company secretary course, which is not there in many other courses. See, in India, the biggest problem is if you study BCom or any other degree, you have zero skills. Really, zero skills. You don't have any skills which is required in the job market. Companies don't want people who just have a BCom degree or a BBA degree or some degree which is of zero value, unfortunately, because colleges are teaching things which are completely outdated. The industry is talking about the latest technology, the latest skills. Colleges are not teaching anything. Colleges actually have to be closed down and they'll actually help the society. Really, it's become so bad. And that is why company secretary course is the best, because along with all the exams I told you, right? CS entrance test, CS executive, CS professional, you have a mandatory requirement of training. You have to work under a company secretary. You have to get a practical exposure. That is how you learn the work, and it is so easy to get a job because you have learned the work. This is how every course is designed in Europe, in Germany. So I met a person who is an expert in workforce management, Dr. Gideon, and he said that every course, even if you want to become an electrician, you want to become a plumber, you want to become an accountant, whatever course in Germany, they will have practical exposure and they will have theory exams. And to fix the syllabus, you have the actual industry and the university, everyone comes together. That is how education should be. So we are so lucky in India. Chartered accountants course, company secretary course, and to a large extent MBBS has theory exams and your practical training. So this is a professional degree. It is not a non-professional degree like our BCom, which unfortunately today is zero value. People are not getting jobs. Even with MBA, people are not getting jobs, right? So degree doesn't give jobs anymore. What gives you jobs are skills and work experience. Skills and work experience. So to get that skills and work experience, we have the compulsory training. You have to work under a company secretary who is going to train you in their office. You can work in a company, you can work under a practicing CS. This is called as long-term practical training. 21 months. 21 months is your duration. You can actually join this after executive or after professional. You have both the choice. I personally I suggest after executive, because the earlier you join, earlier you will finish. If you tell no sir, I will pass a professional program, then I will go, you may need more time. And what if you don't pass professional in first attempt, you will get into problem. So best thing is write CS entrance test, pass it, go to CS executive, pass it, then go directly to 21 months training. And along with training, you can write professional. They will give you exam leave also to study. It is as per the ICSI regulation. So you should consider it like that. Then you have something called a CLDP, Corporate Leadership Development Program. Corporate Leadership Development Program. This is a like how you have 1-day orientation program, 3-day orientation program, executive development program. So after the CS executive, you have executive development program, which you have to complete. Then you can go for the long-term practical training. Long-term practical training. So executive development program is also there. So executive development program, EDP, when is it? After executive. So when is CLDP? After professional, after training. You should have completed training. You should have completed professional. You have completed everything. You just have to go get your CS professional degree. And before you do that, you have to go for a corporate leadership. You are going to be a leader in the corporate world. So corporate leadership development program. After passing CS professional exam, after completing 21 months training, this is 30 days. So usually what I have seen is they do 15 days face to face. So you have different cities, Bombay, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, like that, different places they do this. You go there, Hyderabad and all that, and they give the training. And also I think some 15 days will be online. So it will be online, offline. Together you need to do it. Then finally you are qualified as a company secretary. Congratulations. I know it's a long journey. Even this video has become quite long, but this shows the complete details. I wanted to give you every single detail. I hope I have not missed anything. You will be qualified as a company secretary because you have passed CSEET, CS executive, CS professional, right? Then the trainings is OD, OP, 1-day orientation, and now it's become 3-day orientation program. EDP, this is what I told you, after executive program, you have EDP, which is again 30 days 15 days online, 15 days physical, face to face. There will be a classroom. Then 21 months training under a company secretary and corporate leadership development program. Finally, when you do these exams, when you do these trainings, you have become eligible to apply for the CS membership. You have to apply for the CS membership with ICSI. You can take a screenshot of this just in case, right? That is how you do. So this is the complete details. So now very quickly, once you graduate, what are the broad options? You can go for a job or you can also practice. But what is suggested is always go for a job, get experience, get the exposure. Then later you can have your own practice, means your own consulting, you can do it later. So this is how you do. And for you from Ekcel Academy, we have an app. It is a free app, Ekcel Academy. You can go to the Play Store. You can go to the Play Store on your Android device and you can download the app. And this app will have all our courses. We have the free courses. Check out our free courses. Check out our free CS entrance test coaching which we have, which is free. And you can also go to our website excelacademy.com. Go and explore there. Try to understand more. Any other details, we'll be happy to share it with you. This is our app which you have. This is on a mobile app. So it's very user friendly. And if you are interested, we also have coaching, CS Executive, CSEET, it is free coaching, completely free. In Executive, we have classes, we have recorded classes, we have simplified notes, we have daily quiz, we have mentorship. Most important, we monitor your studies personally. If you go look at Ekcel Academy success stories, we have had hundreds and hundreds of students who have passed out from us from 2011. Everybody tells main is personal mentorship. We ensure you pass. That is our job. So you can always get in touch with us if you are interested. Regardless of that, you can WhatsApp us for any query, any single query you have, you can WhatsApp us. I hope you found this video useful. Please share it with anyone who wants to take the company secretary course. This has a detailed procedure of the registration. If you are already a student, you may not find this video very useful, but you can share it with friends who are interested to take this course. And for any other queries, you can WhatsApp us. All the best. The huge opportunities there for company secretaries in the future. Do take this course and I hope to see you as a company secretary.